We've had a leaked image of what could be the actual Galaxy S10, as well as some videos from Ice Universe and Mobile Fun demonstrating the actual size of the device with screen protectors and even rumours of a graphene battery. So first of all, Evan Blass has recently tweeted this photo of an alleged Galaxy S10 from the front. The image has been cropped and icons are blurred, but we can get a decent look at what the phone may look like. We can see bezels have been trimmed down and the curved edges of the display don't look as aggressive as previous models. One thing I think people may find slightly frustrating is that the chin at the bottom is slightly bigger than the top bezel. When it's this close, I think some people may have preferred a little more symmetry. Now of course, this image could be fake, but Evan Blass has been pretty reliable recently, but he has also got things wrong as well. But next up, we've got a leak from Ice Universe where he compares the protective film of the S10 against the S8, the S9 Plus, the Note 9 and the Oppo Find X. Comparing it against the S8, it looks to be very close to the same size but with a bigger display. Ice Universe's video also makes me think that the bezels and chin may be slightly smaller than we saw in the previous image from Evan Blass. The curved edges again look to be less curved, which is what I think a lot of people are also going to want. When comparing to the other devices, we can see that it is considerably smaller, but personally I think it looks to be a great size. Next up, we've got Ice Universe placing the S9 Plus, the Note 9 and the Oppo Find X inside a case for the Galaxy S10 Plus. We can see from the video that even though the S10 Plus has a bigger display, the S9 Plus still fits perfectly inside the case, meaning it should be the same size phone but with smaller bezels and a larger display. Of course, the Galaxy Note 9 did not fit inside the case due to its larger form factor. Next up, we've got a video from Mobile Fun where they're comparing screen protectors for the S10 and S10 Plus against the S9. In comparison to the S9 screen protectors, we can see there is a huge difference here with a lot more display and a lot less bezel. The top bezel is much thinner and the chin is definitely smaller, so this gives us a good idea of what we're going to be expecting. They also measured display sizes on the screen protectors and the S10 Plus protector came in at 6.4 inches. And the S10 measured at 6.1, so this falls in line with previous leaks that we've had. When the screen protectors are overlapped, we see a huge difference between the two and a very welcomed improvement. Finally, we get a side shot comparing the S10 to the S9 protector, and we can definitely see less curve in the display. While the infinity displays have been very popular, a lot of users have been complaining that the curve is just too much, so it's great to see Samsung improving this design. And while the difference isn't massive, it does look like a better display in my opinion. Leaker MMDDJ previously tweeted to say that the S10 will be using a graphene battery, and Leaker Ice Universe also said that Samsung 15-watt charging will become history. There were previous reports that Samsung were developing graphene batteries for mobiles, and researchers have found a way to fully charge these graphene batteries in just 12 minutes. Personally though, I don't think we're going to be seeing this technology in the S10, especially after the previous Note 7 issues. I can't see this technology being placed into devices until it has been heavily tested, but it would be a very welcomed feature. Now as always, when it comes to leaks, you can take them with a pinch of salt. Some are real, some are completely made up, and of course some are just photoshopped images. Given that we've had some reasonable quality videos and leaks, they all seem to fall in line with each other, so I believe these could be fairly accurate, and it's often that we get much more accurate leaks as we get closer to launch, and with the launch set to be next month, there really isn't long to go. Leaker Ice Universe also posted many pictures of protective films for the device, which look to fall in line with that we've seen from Mobile Fun. Of course, they're from different manufacturers, so they wouldn't be looking exactly the same. If we take a look at the first one, it shows a small camera cutout, which is smaller than that of the A8s, and what many expected given that this is a flagship. While a camera cutout isn't required on a screen protector, it does look like this is the route a few of the manufacturers will be taking. We've also had further leaks of the whole range without the camera cutouts, and these look very similar to the protectors that Mobile Fun used. We can see the S10 Lite has thicker bezels than the other two, and the S10 and S10 Plus appear to have much thinner bezels on the sides in comparison to the top and bottom. Now, we've also had pricing leaks from a couple of different sources, but as always we can't verify how accurate they are, and it looks like one of the leaks has been converted from the other, which isn't really how it works. But the leaks we've had are the S10 Lite as $850, the S10 being $1,011 for 128 gigs, and $1,250 for the 512. We've then got the S10 Plus starting at $1,140 for 128 gigs, $1,400 for 512 storage, and $1,800 for 1 terabyte. But don't get too put off by these prices, however, as there's nothing to verify them, and I think these ones are actually fake. If true, however, they will be some very high prices for a phone. 1 terabyte is a lot of storage, but nearly $2,000 for a phone I don't think is going to go well. But another leak for the UK shows the S10 Lite is £669 for the 128GB, the S10 is £800 for 128 and £1,000 for 512, and the S10 Plus is £900 for 128, $1,100 for 512 and $1,400 for 1 terabyte. So again, very high, but it looks to me like these UK prices are probably more accurate, and someone's converted these to dollars to give the USA prices. So I think the prices we could probably expect for the USA would actually be the S10 Lite starting around $700, the S10 probably $800 to $1,000, and the S10 Plus maybe $900 to $1,400. But with the phone set to launch at MWC next month, it's not going to be long until we find out, and of course as soon as we hear anything more I will be updating you guys. But as always, I'd like to know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think these recent leaks are now accurate? And also, what are your thoughts on these prices? So let me know what you think the prices will be down in the comments. Personally, I'm happy with the leaks, and I think we're in for a great device here. I think USA price leaks are way too high, and the device will actually be launched much lower. But as always, thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel.